Frankie at the Champion Soccer Academy with a quick video about how to get your child, your football mad child, to talk on and off the pitch. We've had an email off Sarah, who's got a child who's standing out at club level. He's in development centres, pro development centres. He's got ability, but he's quiet. He's not getting stuck in. He's in his shell. He's not putting himself out there, and therefore he's not getting where he wants to get to. So this is a very common challenge for a lot of players. Some kids, they don't have any filters. They have no problem, worries about what people think. They just get stuck in. They say what they want to say. And that's one of the great things about being a young kid, sort of 1 up to 5, 6 years old. They don't really have any filters. It's only when they get to 7 years old and above, conditioning from society takes over. They get fears about what people will think. And that's the thing to understand. It's a learned behaviour. And if you're a parent watching this and this applies to you the same as it does to Sarah, then you probably already noticed that in certain situations your child does not have a problem with talking. If he's around the family, people he knows, people he feels secure around, then no problem at all. It's only in new environments or environments where there's a pecking order, where perhaps in this situation he might get released, he might get rejected, and so on. And then fears about what people will think, making mistakes, saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing can take over. So that's the first thing. You need to sort out the environment. If you have got a sensitive child, then you might have to think about, or might want to think about, taking him out of these pressure environments where they're being judged and they have to perform or they'll be out type of thing, until he's built up his confidence and he's got some momentum. So that's one option. The other thing with environments is that it needs to be somewhere where good social skills is being modelled. A lot of parents are throwing them, and this isn't necessarily about the development centres, but kids are going into lots of different places, but if they aren't being shown and modelled good social skills that they can learn off, just like they learn to walk and talk and do 1,000,001 other things just by it rubbing off on them. So you need to choose an environment which is inclusive, which is it's okay to be yourself, and that talking is fun. So I'm going to give you our big secret. This is just one thing you can take away. It's not the only thing we do, but it's a core thing that we do, and it's names. We're very big on names at the Champion Soccer Academy. 2 weeks a month we have new players coming in, so we make a big thing about our existing players, welcoming the new players. And guess what? The existing players absolutely love it, learning everyone's name. They make it into a game. It becomes fun, and they don't realise that instantly they're getting into rapport with each other, because now that we know each other's names, what else can we learn about each other? But they feel that we know each other because we know each other's names. We play football together. You know my name, I know your name. Let's do it. Whereas if you're not using names, it becomes awkward, even though the children and parents sometimes are not consciously aware of it. But just by not knowing each other's names, we're strangers. By knowing each other's names, we're friends. We know each other. So that's it. Make it fun. It makes a hell of a difference when you're calling for the ball. Yes, Di. Yes, John. Not that there's many kids around now called Di or John, but it'd be nice for those names to come back, wouldn't it? The names seem to go around in cycles, and all the old names are coming back. I think we need to bring back the names from the 70s and 80s, the Jasons, the Johns, the Dis, the Marks. That would be good. But anyway, learn names, and that will be a big one. Don't put pressure on your child to talk all the time. Just recognise when they are talking and saying, hey, that was great. You learned his name. I heard you calling for the ball. And make it fun and something that you just support them with. Don't berate them about what they're not doing. If you're interested in more of this stuff, we go into a lot more detail and do more specific exercises on getting more confident, talking, conversational skills on our Confident Player program. It's part of the Premier Elite, which we do as a bolt on to every camp. The super early bird for that one, you can get on the link down below. Hope it's been useful, Sarah, and anyone else who's got a child who's in this situation. Speak to you soon. Let me know how it goes.